managing separation into marriage, and how to get her back without chasing. Here's a situation. Your partner has just told you she needs space. She's not happy in the relationship and hasn't been for a while, so she wants to take a step back. Your initial reaction is going to be to chase. You'll feel an urge to do something, anything to win her back. If you want to get her back, this urgency and desire to save your relationship is exactly what you need to do just that. Clearly, the will to win her back is there, but it's the way that we need to talk about. Hey guys, it's Emily from emlovz, where we help men in long-term relationships and marriages not only reconcile, but also create thriving, resilient relationships. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell to get notified when we post new videos every week. In this video, I'll show you how to get her back, how people chase. Your gut reaction will be to reach out and immediately win her back. Most guys will do this in one of two ways. Active chasing. It makes sense that you want to get her back ASAP. But there's a difference between getting in touch with her and fixing things in the short term versus getting back together and staying together. Active chasing means you watch some videos and learn a couple of lines you can use to tug at her heartstrings so that she'll agree to sit down and have a talk with you. Then you'll try to say all the right things despite not really knowing what the right things even are. Instead of learning about what went wrong, you'll immediately offer solutions. And then there's passive chasing. Passive chasing kind of looks like the no contact rule, and it's the complete opposite of active chasing. So instead of incessantly hitting up her phone or even waiting for her outside of work so that you can talk, you sit back, put your feet up, and sever communication. You act as if you don't care at all about the relationship in an attempt to shift the power dynamic, create intrigue, and in a sense, make her feel as though this is all her fault. Needless to say, it's a manipulative tactic that won't help you win her back. Why these chasing techniques don't work. Chasing seems like a good idea at first, but it never works. If you're actively chasing, she sees that your actions are disingenuous. Sure, it looks like you want to get back together, but that desire to do so quickly without asking questions about why she wanted a break shows that you want to get back together because your ego is hurt, not because you truly love her and care deeply about fixing the root issue. Even if you vomit out all the ways that you'll change, either she will know that these changes won't be permanent, or you yourself deep down will know that as soon as she comes back to you, you'll stop changing for the better. You may have listened to her at first, made concessions, worked harder at work, or spent more one-on-one time with her at first, but naturally this will fade. And this is because you only ever changed so that she'd come back to you, not because you had an invested interest in improving the well-being of the relationship in the long run. And hey, let's say you make these changes. You can't even be sure they're the right ones. This is because instead of having a sit-down conversation where you hear her out and really learn what the problem is, you completely skipped this investigatory step and instead applied generic solutions to imagined problems. As for passive chasing, you're suffering from the same downfalls. You'll come off as disingenuous and ignorant, but more than anything, it makes you seem as though you couldn't care less about the relationship. If anybody needs to fight and show that they care about this relationship, it's you. Intrinsic desire to do better. Spoiler, there are no quick fixes to saving a relationship. If you're here to learn that one thing you need to do or say to win her back, then sorry, but it doesn't exist. What does exist is a right path forward. Except this path takes time and the right mindset. How to get her back starts with an intrinsic desire to better yourself for yourself. You're not changing for some external reward. Rather, you're doing so because you genuinely want to change and become a better person. You need to fall in love with the process of bettering yourself, and everything else will fall into place. That means if you want to be a better communicator, learn the skills to do so because you authentically enjoy them as opposed to using it as an end goal to motivate yourself. So don't lose weight or learn an instrument because you want to impress your partner. Do it because you genuinely love the act of changing and improving yourself. If this change is tied to an end goal, it means that it's a superficial change that won't last. The second this end goal is achieved, you'll stop bettering yourself. Not to mention that if that goal is never realized, you'll end up hating not only the process of bettering yourself, but will also despise the person you were changing for. But if everything you do comes from a place of intrinsic motivation, your habits will last, and the changes you make will be genuine. Your partner will notice these changes. All you need to figure out is how to embrace this new mentality. Embrace the new you. You know that you have to change your mindset, but doing so isn't that easy. Here are 3 ways you can go about beginning to shift your mentality. 1, obsess over the process, not the outcome. It's easy to be motivated by an external goal. We want to finish work faster so we can go home earlier. We want to work out so we can look more attractive, and even make jokes because we find gratification in the laughter of others. But what if we fell in love with our work, getting fit, or the craft of joke making, instead of only finding value in these things if they help us achieve an end goal? Learning to love the process is in itself a process. Gradually focus more on the art of change rather than the final result. 2, define who you want to be. Define who you want to be instead of what you want to have. Aspiring to be the best version of yourself is far more motivating than obtaining things. Doing this may require some serious rewiring if you've been using external goals to motivate you for a long time. But once you've been able to make this shift, simply being you and building good habits and being the best you simply can because you want to will become seamless. 3, buy in. If deep down you don't agree you need to change your mentality, your thinking, to change yourself, and ultimately win your partner back, you won't create meaningful change. Conviction in this new mentality and this new you will be tested. There will be times when you'll hate the process and just focus on the end goal. When this happens, recenter yourself and introspect on the best possible way to create lasting change. Do this, and I guarantee that you'll begin to not only see results, but more importantly, you'll find so much more meaning and gratification in the process. How the new you will impact the relationship. Once you've embraced this new mindset and are loving the process of changing and improving yourself, every word and action you take when interacting with your partner will come from a place of love and authenticity. And again, you're not changing for her, but if she sees an authentic shift take place, she'll be curious and want to see how you've changed. If you really drink the Kool-Aid, she'll notice that you've shifted in such a way that she now believes it's worth it to give your relationship another shot. I hope this is helpful for you guys. If you want to go deeper into the process and really heal your relationship and create a thriving relationship, make sure to visit our website at emlovz.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. I'll see you in the next one.